Excited about today?
Really excited.
I feel like it's been a long time coming. We've delayed going to Shelter Bay for so long.
Last ever sail in the Atlantic.
Oh my gosh.
Well, for a while anyway. Nowhere, look at it! Wow!
Cristobal signal station. This is sailing yacht Tay-Lee. We are 1.5 miles from the canal zone. Permission to cross from the east over. We have now sailed 6,624 nautical miles since leaving the UK on our sailing boat Tay-Lee. And we are coming to the end of the Atlantic chapter, well, for now anyway. All the way from the banks of the River Foul, where we had our first strong winds, to the sleepy Spanish villages we stumbled across. Our first ocean crossing, 20 days at sea, and finding the beauty of the Caribbean for the very first time. We're in the Caribbean. We're in the Caribbean. We're in the Caribbean. The Atlantic has tested us, but it's shown us through new eyes the absolute beauty there is to be seen in this world. We have learnt to sail on these waters, and now as we close in on this part of our voyage, we are filled with a warm feeling in our hearts. Bittersweet memories and friends we are leaving behind, but a whole new ocean with new cultures, people and adventures that is just waiting on the horizon for us. So let's do this. Next stop, Linton Bay. Good morning. It is 6 something in the morning. The sun's just starting to come up, and that's our signal to leave the sandblast. Pretty sad, but onwards and upwards. It's gonna be a good day. 55 miles, pretty windy, pretty wavy, but meh. It's gonna be fun. I'm very creased as well today. I've just realised that I probably need a better storage than just shoving my clothes into a hatch. But there we go. We can figure that out at Shelter Bay. Maybe buy myself some hangers. Yeah, sweet. Okay, let's go. We have this boat. Can't really see, but there's a boat right ahead of us. So hopefully the wind will change and will give us a second to motor forward and pick up. Bye, Sandblast. We just shook the reef out main because there's a boat gaining on us and we're trying to beat.
And the wind's got lighter, that's the main reason.
It's more fun to say it's for a race, but they're getting kind of close. But I think they've seen us. So.
So there's a squall that's just rolled through. Didn't get too windy, it probably got up to like, I don't know, 25 knots or so, so not really a proper squall, but a little bit of a disturbance. But the boat behind us kept their main up all the way, but completely took in their head sail. It's on a rolling furling drum, but yeah, slightly bizarre behaviour. We would reef the main and mizzen and leave the head sail out as long as we can, and then we would reef that because it's the easiest sail to reef. You're meant to reef that one last, but I don't know. Weird. Funny behaviour.
But you know what this means now?
What?
We're winning again!
Yeah.
The rain has just about come.
It's lovely. I don't think it's going to last that long, but it's a little bit wet.
Is the wind picking up?
No, it's not. It's staying about how it was. There's some like dark clouds here, but the worst of the squall's over there.
Ooh! That's some water. Oh no!
What?
I just heard a gush.
Oh, is it shut properly? Is it dripping?
Yeah, loads of water just came in, I think. Yeah, this hatch was open. Wonderful. Shut this.
Just as well we shut that hatch before the downpour really begun.
Oh, Zach.
That came out of nowhere that time. It's like killed the wind as well.
Yeah.
I can't even see you on the boat now.
We thought something big and rainy was coming, didn't we? It's not big, it's just rainy. So maybe that boat saw the rain cloud on like a radar and
I didn't see it had radar.
panicked or something, I don't know.
Look at it! Wow! It's 1.5 knots of wind now.
Yay!
Where is he?
It wasn't long until the dark cloud passed and we dropped our sails, ready for the approach into the anchorage. We're just coming into Linton Bay now, and it's a bit of a, it's not a tricky entrance, but there's some rocks, there's an isolated danger mark, there's reef. I guess it is a bit tricky, but there's a random boat that's just on a mooring. So
30
random.
metres.
In 30 metres, no lights. It's pretty derelict to me, but I wonder what the story behind that one is. We arrived in about an hour ago. It's a little bit wobbly in here. I think we really took that for granted in the sandblast, but no, it's nice. Only here for one night, but there's an island just behind and it's got loads of monkeys on, but apparently they're really aggressive, so you don't really want to go to land there. I've just woken up. It wasn't the best night's sleep. Don't know if you can really tell, but it's pretty rolly here. It's fine. Anyway, we have just been waiting for the rain to stop actually, because we are heading 27 miles from Linton Bay to Shelter Bay today. And rain's fine, but why get wet if you have to get wet? It's literally 7 in the morning anyway, so we've got time. It's only going to take us 5 hours or so. But yeah, I'm gonna get out this rolly anchorage and hopefully there's gonna be wind. I mean, when there's rain there's usually not wind. And the sky, let me show you the sky, because it is dark. There is a little bit of wind. Yeah, it's a bit dark up there, but this is a really beautiful place. We were also very lazy last night and didn't put the stack packs on for the first ever time. Kind of reason that it was dark the whole night, and the main reason we put them on is for UV damage, so lazy. Right, shall I get the engine on?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
let's go. Everything's very damp. Bam, bam, we're in neutral. Excited about today?
Really excited.
Feel like it's been a long time coming. We've delayed going to Shelter Bay for so long.
Last ever sail in the Atlantic.
Oh my gosh.
Well, for a while anyway.
That is a crazy thought. Okay.
I'll start bringing this up whenever you're ready.
Yeah, that gives me all butterflies and strange feelings. so weird about this being our last sail in the Atlantic for a while.
Some angry looking skies. Woo!
I get wet. The rain is coming in an absolute band towards us. So you can see blue skies this way. I'll show you the other way. The air's also just got really cold, which is crazy. And the wind's picked up to, well, it gusted 25 knots just a second ago, so we reefed the main. We're waiting till we kind of head round the corner to put the genoa up because we're going to put it on the whisker pole. So we're just motoring past all the reef and the rocks and stuff and waiting for this thing to go, and then we're going to whack it up. But we're going to get wet. The winds are doing crazy things around here. The wind was coming off our starboard corner, which meant we were going to put out the whisker pole on our starboard, which is what we always do. The main can't go out all the way because of the shroud, so we jibe a lot quicker when the main is on the windward side, if that makes sense. But yeah, Zach put it up, which for those that know, it's a bit of a task. And then literally the pole went up and the wind just completely changed. It's now on our port beam. So we tried pulling out the genoa anyway, just to see whether we can just tweak it, but obviously the sail was almost perpendicular to the wind, so obviously wasn't catching any wind. So we filled it back in. And now we're just trying to debate whether to put the pole on the other side, because the wind's slowly coming around, but also we can't quite justify that, so we might just put the pole away, but then we're still coming away from land, so the wind might just shuffle all over again. There's a catamaran that's inshore of us, and they've obviously got a self-tacking jib, and we're watching them switch it over. Well, they don't really have to do anything, it just switches itself over. And I will say, as much as I love our monohull, that is a small perk. Having to get a whisker pole in and out on the bow is a little bit of a chore, but I mean, can't complain. Anyway, I think Zach's just gonna get the pole in. I want to get this damn engine off though, but without a head sail we just can't. So yeah, hoping the wind just stops swirling It's also a really cold wind, and it smells so strong of rainforest and soil and land and fire. It smells amazing. I wish I could bottle it up. But yeah, the cool breeze is coming off the land, and just picture the smell of a damp rainforest, and that's what the smell is out there. It's intoxicating. There's an adjective. Gonna get it in then?
Not at the moment, because it's so shifty. It's almost behind us again now.
What the heck? I don't get it. Got these hills to blame. And there's the catamaran, which has followed its genoa now. That makes me feel better, Zach. I was just saying to the camera how they're just swapping it over, and self-tacking jib is really nice, and now they've filled it, so
yeah,
it's not just us.
They probably lost the wind there as well.
Yeah. Right. Gonna make myself some breakfast. Breakfast. There you go. Never say that right. Muesli. I remember when we first got the boat, we went for a coffee at a couple's boat, and they had powdered milk. Like, yeah, never really had powdered milk before. This is what sailors do, and then we kept drinking normal milk for ages. And across the Atlantic, you might remember, we bought, I don't know, 97 cartons of oat milk. And then when we got to the Caribbean and finished those, they were about, I don't know, $5–6 US a carton, so we very quickly stopped buying oat milk. And yeah, it just fell into powdered milk. Actually, it's been game changing. It's light, it's cheap, it doesn't take up any room in the fridge, it doesn't go off. I don't think it goes off anyway. But no, it's been really great, and if you're a sailor, you're doing long trips, I'd recommend it. I'd also recommend though, not using a fork or spoon to mix it though. Always use a whisk, like a coffee milk frother thing, and it always gets it way better. Nice and frothy, and not lumpy, which is always what we want. Usually.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yep.
Soon, we were nearing the entrance to the Panama Canal, and boy did we know about it.
We are now about 7.4 miles from the marina, and I think about 5 from the entrance to the Panama Canal, which is mental. We're just going through an anchorage for the big cargo ships, either waiting to go through or that have come through and are waiting to set off with their cargo. And some of these boats are massive, but there's one just now called MSC, and it's from England, which is kind of cool. Still doesn't quite feel real. Still doesn't quite feel real, all of this. Cristobal signal station. This is sailing yacht Tay-Lee. We are 1.5 miles from the canal zone. Permission to cross from the east, over. Heading to Shelter Bay, over.
We have urban traffic, make sure to keep clear of them, please.
We will keep clear of them, over. There's traffic coming out. We need to keep clear of them.
Yeah, okay. Keep an eye, it's fine.
Yeah. Great. What's happening?
We're waiting with another boat over there just for these 2 big container ships to pass through the entrance here, because we're not meant to get in the way of them for obvious reasons. They're huge, and the one behind is massive as well. You see that coming out?
Yeah. Okay, let's hang here for a bit.
Yeah, I think we're hanging here for a bit. I don't know if we want to try and go in front of that one though, because we might be here for ages otherwise.
I think let's just see. Now's our shot. We'd crossed the canal zone and we're now settled into shelter Bay Marina, which is where we'd be spending the next few weeks preparing for our Panama Canal transit. What a feeling! Where are we off to, Zach?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Okay, tell me what we're doing then.
I'll show you.
Okay, mysterious.
We're going to an old military base.
Wow, dressed all in black with a torch in your hand. Wow.
It's a sailboat and everything.
Oh.
I met someone that used to know some trekking. That's
Don't kick them.
Ah, that's a bat!
It's what?
A bat. Pranked.
Beach, if we go just behind the ship, the how do you say, the all out.
Wow.
This is what's left of Fort Sherman. Built in 1912 by the US Army, it was the primary defense base for the Caribbean sector of the Panama Canal, covering 23,100 acres of land, half of which was covered by jungle. This base included barracks of 300 people, a small airstrip, and a few recreational areas.
But it looks like the building's like almost lived in still. So like this one up here.
Now it lies dormant, just a few hundred meters away from the marina, and nature has begun to take over once again.
Some of the like buildings have got like kitchens in them still and everything. It's really weird because the grass here is still being cut, but no one lives here and no one's going to live here for a long time. It's like a good bit of work to get all these buildings to like a standard where people want to live in them.
But the grass is cut.
The grass is still cut.
Creepy.
Back out there. Look at noise.
I've been to check.
We will be back. That's so creepy. No way.
If someone wants to take this one.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that big bug.
Massive.
Massive bug.
It's pretty tight in here. Ooh.
Now they. It used to be open, I guess.
I wonder what's through there.
This morning we are getting the bus from Shelter Bay Marina to the city,
Colón?
and we're getting food and some hardware bits and a load of other stuff that we need for the boat at the moment.
Kilos.
This is the beginning of a long list of jobs that we need to do whilst we're here, so
But it's nice, they do a free shuttle bus
yeah.
at 8 and 1 every day. So we've got 2 hours there, strict curfew. They leave if you're not there.
I leave bang on 11 if we're not there, so we need to make sure we're there for 11 on the way back, but we've got a lot to do.
Yeah, let's see some Panama. What are we looking for?
Everything.
Great success. What's our first Panamanian supermarket like?
It's pretty good, it's pretty cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not as cheap as some of the things in Colombia, but it's up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Filling up at last. Also buying this. Don't know what this is. What have you just got?
Cinnabon and coffee.
And it's my first ever Cinnabon.
Oh, this smells good. Okay, I don't know how we're going to carry all this stuff now, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Yum.
This lady.
My first ever one. They're really hot.
So we dated her, never got married, and then had a baby, and he got married.
Yeah? Good?
Oh my god.
Yeah, good, aren't they?
Holy cow. Why have I lived all my life never having tasted this? Thanks for stopping by. Next week, we cut a pretty ballsy hole in the boat.
Becca, you can't say that.
I can't believe we actually did that. And finally do something we have wanted to do for a long time.